I just seen 1:44 on the clock, so I think it's a good time to record. Oh, hold on, I've got to pause this. Yeah, all I was going to say is I think I've mentioned it in a previous video, and as we come onto our path and we find our self-love and we grow into better versions of ourselves. Sorry, I'm feeling the fan love. And there's a level of triggering, obviously, with the people around us, and I don't know why, really. I guess it's all jealousies and certain things, and it's not to say that, oh, I'm so good, I'm making someone jealous. It's just there's reactions to some of my actions that I've seen around me, like people unfollowing me and stuff, when, you know, I would consider them friends and nothing had ever happened, and they've just obviously heard a version of events that they thought was true when they don't actually know at all what's been going on in my life behind the scenes, because although I'm sharing a lot of stuff, so much is unshared, because I'm protecting people that I love, and because there's a level of privacy that, you know, we need to maintain when we start to share in the public realms. And what else is being called to be shown? Sorry, I don't know why there's so much fairy energy today. Anyway, and all I was saying is, you know, we forgive, and I always send love to people and stuff, but don't be thinking it's going to be easy to come back into my world once you do those petty things, because we can forgive, and these people I send love and healing to, but I don't want that energy around me. I don't want pettiness around me. I don't want someone to be unfollowing me, and then because I've done something or they don't like my post, just mute. You can mute people in Instagram. Yeah, you still like them, but you might not be resonating with the content. You can mute people. You know, the whole act of unfollowing and all that, it's not I don't care. I'm not taking it personally. I just think it shows where you're at and levels of maturity. And obviously unfollowing and blocking is a different thing, because obviously I unfollow and block people on a regular, and that is how it's an energetic thing for me, because this is, well, we're working on different levels of energy, of realms. And anyway, but yeah, I want to say, don't be thinking it's so easy to get my attention again, or to come into my life, or to have the level of contact or support or love that I shared with you once before, because I move on. I give people a few chances, and tend to move on quite firmly. I think what's that meme, you know, I love hard, but my detachment game is strong too. And yeah, I just think people really do need to look at themselves right now with all these petty actions of when when someone does find their purpose, self-love, calling. Why would that make you want to unfollow them? Like, why would your posts be triggering them? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with that person. That's completely on you and the levels of maturity and where you're at in your healing. And it is really hard, and I get that. And sometimes we do have to come off of online forums and platforms and social media, because we need to focus fully on our own journey, rather than like getting triggered by everybody else around us, because that's got nothing to do with everybody else around us. I mean, half of the Instagram stuff out there is fake shit anyway, you know, people just, anyway, I'm not going to go into what I think of the wellness space right now, and the whole retreat scene and all that. Even the word retreat, I was discussing this with somebody recently, retreat, when you're pulling back in the day, I guess it was a military term. Retreating is coming back to self. You're not actually meant to be interacting with other people. Our retreat is like coming back and being quiet and being silent, isn't it? I don't know, I just find some of that stuff quite interesting. And this isn't to discredit anybody that's working in that space. We're all at different levels of our interests or personal journeys, and everybody has their own mission to support the collective and our own personal healing in the ways that we do. But I find words and the use of stuff and trends and all that quite interesting to observe, especially in the online space. So that is why I shared that point. But yeah, back to, sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent, but I would just like to send love to people that are still healing, that have, you know, vocalised being triggered by my posts, and that's why they've unfollowed me. Cool, but just I'm moving on. You know, there's other people that don't get triggered by my posts, that want to show love and consistency and support in a non-judgmental way, because all these acts are judgmental. And I find that quite immature, especially when it's come from elders, people that are older than me. And this isn't attack. We're allowed to share, and I do believe that sharing is a form of, especially when you're not really going to be chatting to these people anymore, sharing is a form of healing for me, a release. And I just think we've all got to stop blaming other people and looking at others' actions and wanting to react to that rather than doing the internal work. It's I think, sorry to say, a little bit lazy, immature, and from what I've understood on some of the videos and things that I've been watching across the astrological and spiritual space at the minute, is that we're in 4D now. We know about 3D, 4D, 5D is that the consciousness of the humanity is leveled up to 4D, and we're all trying to catch up mentally with that. Our brains, our physical sort of selves are trying to catch up with the higher consciousness in the 4D. Although we exist in a 3D realm physically, the consciousness is at 4D. So we really need to be leveling up. I feel it from a lot of people. There's just certain individuals, and I don't feel sorry for anybody. I only have empathy. Yeah, this healing work is hard. And the longer that we've been on the earth, the programming is harder to pull ourselves out of. But there is so much available to help us. There's so much available that is free to help us. There is so much nature that is free to go and walk and immerse in and touch. It's just about intention and priorities. And I think my triggering from what they've done is that people play small and they don't give themselves enough credit and they don't give themselves enough love. And that is where my frustration comes from. It's like, come on, people, like, haven't we all done it that way before? Can we not just move on, love? And as I said many times before, I'm not going to be speaking to everybody again, not going to be friends with everyone. I send love, but I am moving only ever more on a solitary path, I feel, where time will be in service, in community, and then rest and retreat for a month or whatever Spirit calls me to. I do think I need much longer with this shamanic stuff that's coming through. I need a lot longer away from people to come back to my own energy because of what I'm picking up when I'm around a lot of people. 737. Oh, I didn't realise this was going to be a long one. Anyway, I'm sending love to people who are triggered by my stuff because, that's only your shit. I'm really sorry for that. And I trust you'll find it in your heart and in this higher consciousness that we're all connected to right now in the 4D. And yeah, we can all make silly mistakes and do this blah, blah, blah. I don't know whether other practitioners think 3D still exists, i.e., being a twat sometimes, because I know that I'll probably be a twat. But I would just like us to level up together harmoniously with respect and to stop getting triggered. Because all these terms and these words, some of this self-analysis, some of the healing and the things, it takes away from just living and having a laugh and being a nice person and just rising from the morning to the evening without having to talk about any of this stuff. And I know I'm sharing a lot about this spiritual journey, but when I'm not on this 8-minute slot or 844, whatever the time of the video is, I do live my life. Yeah, I do have a laugh, I do cry, I do fast, I do naughty things, I do my sound healing, I do my people loving, I do my cuddling, I do my nourishing foods, I do my nature immersion, and I do my solo time. I'm asked to share because they're asking me. It is tiring and boring for me sometimes. Because I don't really want to be on my phone or hold it, be called to it. But Spirit's a joker sometimes. And so when you're activated and when you're chosen, and as part of the 144, which I do know that I am, I'm very grateful to those who also considers themselves as part of the 144, because there's a huge trend. Oh, I don't even want to use that word. Huge coming together, awakening of those souls on platforms like Instagram. So I'll never diss Instagram, 100%, because it's brought me to some very, very special people that I love and have helped me connect deeper. And so there's things going on at the minute, and videos being shared by various psychics and stuff. And talking about the 144 and why we've been targeted and attacked and what they're trying to find out. And so, maybe another video on that another time. So all love. It's a beautiful day. I'll post this a few days after full moon energy. It's sunny. It's amazing, and I hope we feel harmonious in our hearts and grounded, and I wish everybody healing. And if you want to unfollow me and get triggered by my stuff, I guess you ain't going to be in my life much longer. Sorry. Bye.